But here in the Philippines, based on my experience, I have met like a lot of good friends, like friendly Filipino friends, and then it actually impressed me a lot. In the Philippines, mostly based on my experience, everyone talks to everyone. Regardless of how close they are, classmates interact freely without any barriers in the Philippines. I think, hello everyone, this is Lynn Kim here. In today's video, I'm going to talk about school differences between Korea and the Philippines part 3. The reason why I decided to film part 3 was because a lot of people like my school differences between Korea and the Philippines videos. So that's why I decided to film part 3 again. And I would like to say so sorry that I didn't upload much videos these days because I was doing third quarter exam and I'm actually preparing for our fourth quarter exam right now. Plus, I didn't mention this, but I actually visited Korea a few weeks ago, and that's why I couldn't post much videos. But I hope you guys would like this content since I really tried my best to find school differences between Korea and the Philippines through asking my friends in Korea and friends in the Philippines. The reason why I asked like my Korean friends about school culture in Korea despite I'm Korean was because I am actually forgetting like most of the things from Korea right now. Since I have been living in the Philippines for like how many years, I started to forget like many things from Korea. For example, school. I stopped schooling in Korea, right? And then I'm currently going to school in the Philippines for like 3 years already, and that's why I started to forget like many stuffs and like details in Korea. That's why I really needed to ask my Korean friends about my school cultures because like I'm forgetting things and then I honestly don't remember. So that's why. But in the Philippines, like about the Philippine school cultures, I mean, I don't really know like everything about school culture in the Philippines since I have been studying in the Philippines for 3 years. But I tried my best to find school cultures in the Philippines through asking my Filipino friends and based on my experience in the Philippines. I hope you guys would like my video today. And yeah, so let's get started. So for more information for you guys to know who I am, just for my new subscribers or new viewers, I am Lynn Kim. My name is Lynn Kim and I am from Dumaguete City, Philippines. Many people might not know where Dumaguete is, but it's like, I think a lot of people are familiar with Bacolod since they have Bacolod in Nassau. It's like same island with Bacolod but like different location. For example, Bacolod is here and Dumaguete is here. So I am from Dumaguete City, Philippines, Negros Oriental, and I am Korean. I am from South Korea. I have been schooling in the Philippines for 3 years since I was in grade 8. So yes, I think that was all for my detail, and then yeah, I hope you guys would enjoy this video. So let's get started. Let's just skip this intro. The first difference between Korea school, I mean obviously high school, Korea high school and the Philippines high school was about cell phone. So basically in Korea, phones are collected at the start of the day and returned after school. That's like a regulation and some kind of culture in Korea. Teachers prepare a big black box and then students are required to put their cell phone in the morning, like every morning. So that teacher check like if all the students submitted their phone in the box, and then teachers bring it to the teacher's office. And then after school, like dismissal time, teacher brings the big black box again, and then they release our phone after school. So it's somehow some kind of culture in Korea. Like culture in Korea, because like most of the school in Korea, they are actually implementing phone collecting thingy like in black box. It's like a culture in the big black box, not white. It should be a big black box. But in the Philippines, based on my experience, I'm not sure about if like also collecting student cell phone. But based on my experience, except for like few schools, most of the schools in the Philippines, they do not collect student cell phone or gadget. I am not sure about if it's applied for every school in the Philippines, but just based on my experience, I've never submitted my phone in school actually. So yeah, I think that was the first difference between Korea high school and the Philippines high school. We do not submit or we do not collect our cell phone in the Philippines. However, in Korea, we have to submit our phone in the morning, like every morning, and the phone will be returned in the afternoon, dismissal time. So the second differences between Korea high school curriculum and Philippines high school curriculum is actually about test or exam versus project or performance task. So basically here in the Philippines, based on my experience, all the schools actually they have performance tasks before our exam. And in the Philippines, tests and projects are equally important for your final grade. For our final grade. And however, in Korea, on the other hand, one exam can determine your final grade. Regardless of performance task, regardless of activity, regardless of what else? Your personality in school, they mainly focus on your exam. Like the pure exam grade. First, I asked my school teachers about it. Like, excuse me, mom, what if I have low score in final exam, but I showed my effort in performance task and actually the outcome of performance task is great, and what happens to my grade? And then teacher said that your grade won't be that low since you submitted your performance task with your effort and good outcome. So that's where I actually got surprised because I'm Korean and I was like, oh really? I thought only the final exam could determine your grade. And then teacher was like, no, not only your final exam. The curriculum and system in the Philippines, they actually focus on activity and performance tests and other things as well. And I think that's actually the main difference between Korea and the Philippines. Like the way they create a system in education in Korea, they mainly focus on exam, like the pure grade from exam. But however, in the Philippines, they actually adjust our grade based on our effort from performance tasks and other activities, and also the outcome from performance tasks and other activity as well. So in the Philippines, not only your exam will determine your grade. Yes, that's what I have noticed. And third difference between Korea and the Philippines high school. In Korea, actually it's about friends and circle and group. But I'm going to talk about friends. So in Korea, when we want to have friends or friends group, they mainly stick to their own friends group only, and they do not really communicate with other groups. So they have certain circles of their friends, and then they don't really stick together with other friends as well. But here in the Philippines, based on my experience, I have met a lot of good friends, friendly Filipino friends, and then it actually impressed me a lot. In the Philippines, mostly based on my experience, everyone talks to everyone. Regardless of how close they are, how not close they are, they still talk to each other if necessary or if it's not necessary either. Classmates interact freely without any barriers in the Philippines. I think that's actually so true based on my experience because I have been transferring a lot. After my one school there, I transferred and then I transferred again and I tried another school, and I have noticed that most of the Filipino friends, they're really friendly and then they interact very easily without feeling barriers. So I think that's one of the biggest difference between, number 2 was also biggest difference, but number 3 is also the biggest difference between Korea and the Philippines high schools. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video content since a lot of you really like school difference video. So yeah, that's why I decided to film this video again. I would like to apologize about my misbehavior in posting videos. Like I was actually so busy because I'm 10th grader and I have so much things to do to graduate, and also like so much exams after things, and also like activity research paper. Oh my goodness, I have to perform our research paper on Monday. I only have 2 more days left. So yeah, that's why I'd like to say sorry for the delay. But I really wanted to interact with our subscribers, our viewers, because I really love you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video content, and I'll be back with interesting videos. If you have any questions or something to say, please leave down below the comment section. I always check all of your comments, but it's really hard for me to like respond everything, but I'll also try to reply. So don't worry, never ever hesitate to leave comments down below the section. So yeah, see you in my next video. Thanks for watching my videos for today, and yes, see you, bye bye.